Welcome back to my channel. My name is Raeschelle. If you're new here, I post new videos every single Wednesday about motherhood and lifestyle. And today's video is going to be what my toddler eats in a day. So first we're going to be starting out with her breakfast, and she normally will eat banana oat pancakes. It's super quick and easy and great for meal prep, and the only three things that you need are old-fashioned oats, egg, and banana. You can use any blender, but my sister-in-law's got me the NutriBullet Baby, so that's what I'm going to be using today. So shout out to my sister-in-laws for getting me this awesome NutriBullet Baby. So all you have to do is add in your banana, your egg, and 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, and then blend it all together. When I started blending, I noticed that it wasn't blending like it normally did, and then I realized it's because I needed to add another egg and another banana. So the recipe is supposed to be 2 bananas, 2 eggs, and 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, but I honestly just forgot, so here I am just adding the proper ingredients, and as you can see, it blends much better. Once our pancake batter is done, I'm just going to go ahead and start on breakfast for my husband and I, which is some biscuits, bacon, and eggs. So I'm just starting that and spraying some butter in another skillet and then making her pancakes. As you can see, I am making these kind of big because my daughter is eating a lot more than normal. So I'm just adding a little medium-sized pancake with some chocolate chips and letting that fry up. Once that pancake is done, I sit it on a clean plate, and then I put more batter down along with some cinnamon powder on top. And honestly, they really come out like actual pancakes. They look like pancakes and they taste like pancakes, and they actually are really good. There are 3 variations that I like to make of these pancakes. I can either make them just plain, or like you saw, I like to add either cinnamon or some chocolate chips to them. Now I know I said that I am making them kind of big, but here I'm just showing you that you can make little mini pancakes, which is what I used to do when she was a little bit younger. So I'm just making the 3 different variations of the chocolate chip, the cinnamon, and the plain pancake, and I just make them in little medallion sizes at a time. One batch of this batter usually gets me a lot of pancakes, so what I like to do is go ahead and prep them and store them in the freezer. So I take a 1-gallon hefty storage bag and put my daughter's name on there and put her pancakes, so that way we all know that they're her pancakes. And then I'll just go ahead and put the date, and then I'll take 3 smaller sized sandwich bags and then put the different flavors like the chocolate chip and the plain and the cinnamon flavor on there, so that way I can go ahead and separate them before putting them in the gallon size bag and storing them in the freezer, so that way I know which flavor I'm picking out in the morning. So once I have all of my bags and my pancakes ready, I just go ahead and put the flavors in the correct bags, and then I'll put them in the one big bag and go ahead and throw them in the freezer. And these are usually good for up to a month in the freezer. And all I do is take them out, pop them on a plate, and throw them in the microwave for about 30 seconds, put some syrup on them, and then they are good to go. So whenever my daughter is ready to eat, I'll just take her pancakes, cut them up into small pieces, add some syrup, and then I usually will add some kind of fruit. And today's fruit was some peaches, which my daughter really isn't that big of a fan of, but I just wanted to go ahead and try her out with them. And you guys, my husband is finally home. So here he is having breakfast with the 2 of us, and I'm just putting on her bib and giving her breakfast, and then we all just go ahead and have a family breakfast together. As you can see, my daughter absolutely loves these pancakes because they are super good. So after she's finished with her pancakes, I go ahead and flip her on her plate to help her eat her fruit. And like I said, she doesn't really like the peaches, so she's not really feeling it and doesn't want to eat them. My husband is trying to encourage her to eat them, but she's still not feeling it. So we go ahead and swap the peaches out for mandarin oranges, and she loves mandarin oranges, so she absolutely devoured them. Whenever she's done eating, she usually will start chewing away on her bib to let us know that she's finished. And after we get her cleaned up and she takes a nap, I will go ahead and give her a cup with some milk in it so that way she can get her dairy in for the day. And I gave her some peanut butter crackers as well, so that way she can snack on those while her dad and I are packing, because we are in the middle of a move and I'm so excited to finally move into our new house. So here we are just kind of packing, and she decided to share her crackers with me. And yeah, we just let her eat her snack and we went ahead and we're packing. Once lunchtime rolled around, I went ahead and preset the oven to 425, and while that was preheating, I went ahead and got some chicken nuggets. This is the Tyson brand, which I really like and she really likes, and I'm just taking 5 of the chicken nuggets and putting them on a baking sheet along with some sweet potato fries. And I'm also going to be giving her some bird's eye broccoli florets. Once I have everything on the tray, I just go ahead and throw it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And since I know it's going to take a while for it to cook and I know that she's hungry, I'm just going to give her some of these Parents' Choice banana puffs. And she really likes these, so I'm just going to go ahead and open these up and give her some. And here I was shaking and I thought they were open, but clearly they're not. I didn't realize there was the plastic film on top. So I actually opened it and then gave her some, and she started eating those while her food was cooking. Once her food was ready and out of the oven, I just go ahead and cut up her chicken nuggets into bite-sized pieces, and then I put her sweet potato fries on her plate as well. And then for her broccoli florets, I like to cut off the stems and only give her the bushy part because it's a little bit easier to chew. And once it cools down, I will go ahead and serve it to her. As you can see, she did eat quite a lot of it, but then she just started playing around with her plate and throwing everything on the floor. So after she kind of finished snacking on the stuff that was left on her tray, my husband went ahead and gave her some milk, and that's why the cup is mismatched, because I was not home at the time. But anyways, this is what was left from all of the food that she threw on the floor and that was in her seat. So she did eat quite a bit, and we're still trying to figure out how much food she will actually eat in one sitting. So that's why I did kind of make her a lot, but that's what we had that was left. And once she's done eating, I go ahead and give her some prune juice because she was a little bit backed up. So here she is just drinking her prune juice, which it's funny because she actually really likes it. So she's just kind of chugging away at her prune juice and enjoying her life. Since my husband has been eating shipped food for the past couple of months, I wanted to make something a little bit special, so I did make some chicken marsala. If you guys are interested in the recipe, just let me know in the comments and I will go ahead and give you the recipe if you guys want to try it out. And so yeah, here's the chicken and the mushrooms and the sauce that I made for the chicken marsala. And I also served that with some roasted asparagus and some mashed potatoes. So this is what our plate looked like once everything was all plated, with the asparagus, the chicken, and the mushroom sauce, and the mashed potatoes. The asparagus is a little too tough for my daughter to eat, so I just went ahead and took some of the chicken and chopped that up and gave her some of the mushrooms, and she absolutely loved it, which was honestly kind of surprising. As you can see, she completely cleared her plate, which again was super surprising, but I'm honestly so proud and so happy for her, and you can see that she smiles and she absolutely loved it. And once she was done, we gave her some water in a sippy cup, and that was what she had for the whole entire day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I put out new videos every single Wednesday, so please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!